Hi everyone, it's Kristen here from the Dahlia Society. I have an announcement today to let you all know we are having a huge annual Black Friday sale. We only have one big sale a year and this is the one to look out for because we have a 20% discount off the entire store. So everything you see behind me is 20% off and that is from now until Sunday midnight, and that is the 23rd of November at 11:59 p.m. So you can get a massive 20% off some gorgeous fabrics, all of our patterns, our magazines, our labels, our buttons, anything you see there online. The only thing we haven't got working this week is our A0 printing, which will be suspended until the sale ends. And that is purely because of the man hours needed to prepare those patterns. We are so busily packing all your orders. Your A0 printing won't be back until next week. So that's why we like to send you guys all emails and notifications to let you know what's happening. And the VIP email subscribers would have got a special early access code to jump in on the sale the day before. So if you're not signed up to our newsletter, you're missing out on special things like that. So yeah, that was an extra day for them. So yeah, go on, jump over to the website, make sure you look for the sign me up to the weekly newsletters, and that way you'll get to see all the amazing things we have happening. New fabrics arriving all the time and also new boxes to reveal. So what have I got today? I've got a new make here. I have finally made my Dress Made Lise cotton fabric. Now I think that is all we've got left. I'm going to show you through all the fabrics we have here, but that is all we've got left there. And I ended up making a style-like pattern, which is the Palmer woven dress, which is a shirt dress. I did a few little modifications on it. I'm going to put some pics in so you can see. I actually made mine a bit shorter. There is a longer length one and a shorter length one, and I actually made mine in the middle of both. So I took the shortened length line and adjusted it there because I didn't want it above the knee. I didn't want it quite so long because I only had a couple of remnant pieces of fabric to use up. I also sized down, so I did a size 10 around the shoulders and a 12 around the bust and waist because it is quite an oversized shirt pattern and I wanted mine a little bit more fitted. I am really happy with how it turned out. So if you're not sure about sizing and you want something a bit more close fitting than what a pattern would recommend, check out those finished garment measurements to see how much ease you would like through the body. And for me, the 10 and the 12 gave me that right amount of ease that I needed. I did the sleeves a little bit shorter as well. I took a couple of centimeters out of the length of the sleeve because in the pics you'll see it's quite a long short sleeve and I wanted to wear mine throughout summer. So love it in this cotton fabric. I put some pigeon wishes buttons, which are the grimoire, the really nice sort of blue and brown mottly effect. And I have to say, I feel amazing in this shirt dress. I need to make more. So the Palmer woven shirt dress is one of those patterns that I've had on my list to make for a long time now. And I really debated on what to make with this fabric. I was looking at the About Town, which I am going to make still, but in some different fabric. But I preferred to make a shirt dress with this, and I thought I'll just go for something that I've been sort of eyeing off, like an 80s style shirt dress. So that pattern worked really well. It's got a curved side split, curved front, but then a squared back. So really interesting detail there and a nice wide tie belt. So I'm probably going to have another episode explaining all about what I liked about this pattern as well. So really, really happy with how it's come up. So yeah, different change of scenery. Normally I film at the front with our new arrivals, and we have got lots of new arrivals coming in the next few weeks, but this week is all about the amazing sale we have running. So let's talk about fabrics that we have that you may not realize. We are Australia's top supplier of French fabrics. We have so many boutique French brands. That's our specialty. We also have Australia's biggest range of physical paper patterns. So if you're after paper patterns and you love them, you'll find what you need here. Because we know you love a physical paper pattern. They are so popular, even with all the PDFs sort of taking over at the moment. And I do love a good PDF because they're really handy. There's nothing better than having a physical paper pattern, is there, to collect and just to look through. And a lot of our beautiful brands have got the most stunning pattern envelopes, and they are very rarely on special. And you may think a lot of those patterns can seem quite expensive, but there isn't a lot of markup on paper patterns, and that's purely because of the shipping and freight. We get them from Europe, and shipping and freight from Europe, the way we get it quickly. We don't want to be waiting for months and months. We want something quickly, and yeah, the shipping and freight on a lot of those paper patterns and fabrics is really expensive. So it works out easy. I know a lot of you guys love the fact that we can cater for all those brands that you may not be able to order yourself overseas. So we like to try and stock them all here to keep everyone happy. And the same goes for the fabrics. A lot of these fabrics were ones that I would dream about for years. Being a keen sewist, I couldn't find a lot of these fabrics, or they wouldn't send them to Australia. So the first thing I wanted to do when I started our online store was to get those special fabrics that I knew that weren't accessible for us here in Australia and New Zealand. Things like that are really hard to find. But you'll see our brands of fabric and patterns are growing and growing, and we've just got our first shipment of Merchant and Mills coming in next week. So that'll be another brand to add to our list of fabrics. We've had their patterns for some time now, but I've always admired their fabrics, and the ones we have coming are just stunning. We've also got another beautiful French brand to add to our collection, and we have stocked it in the past, but Maison Blue Mood is a beautiful French brand. The face of Maison Blue Mood, Melanie, has recently had her first baby, so she's actually been on maternity leave and just ventured back into stocking some beautiful new fabrics. So let's talk about the fabrics that we have in store, the brands that we have. Firstly, one of our favourite French brands is Colette. Now, Colette has the most amazing prints and beautiful matching patterns, but one of their main key things that everyone comes back for time and time again is their denim. If you've never sewn with Colette denim, I'm going to delight you here, because it is the most soft and supple, beautiful weight denim. This is our blue, our bright blue that we have here, and it's a gorgeous soft denim. It's non-stretch, but it's a really lovely weight, and it has this gorgeous sort of finish where you can see the light and dark throughout it. It's very, very popular, and we have people come back for all the colours. At the moment, we've only got the blue in stock, because as soon as we get it in, it sells out very, very fast. But yeah, we've got some gorgeous weight denim in there. The Divine range is a really lovely mystical range that just got released a few weeks back, and they have this really fantastic lace. This is the Belladonna lace, and if you're a Stevie Nicks fan, you may see that that's, I think, where they've got that inspiration from. Well, Belladonna is a plant, isn't it? But I just think that is very Stevie Nicks, isn't it? I just can imagine a gorgeous shrug or a long line duster in that lace, but that is a really special fabric because it's so popular. Their viscose is such beautiful quality. We've also got their jacquards in the Marinsky, which would make an amazing summer lined dress, maybe a sleeveless dress, maybe something like the Cashmerette Upton would, I think, look incredible in that. The Girly, which is a really lovely woven cotton, will make an incredible little matching co-ord set with a little vest and shorts. That is a very popular range, and you can see why. And of course, fantastic Aussie designer behind me, Miss Moresby, Sarah Rowe, who is the face of Miss Moresby, has the most incredible prints, of course, because she's an artist. Her designs are all very unique, and she puts so much work into them. And if you've ever seen her prints on canvas, they translate beautifully to fabrics as well. So we stock all of Miss Moresby's linen cotton range, and we're getting another range of hers in towards the end of the year, maybe the start of 2026 as well. So we've got her past ranges here, really lovely weight cotton linen, 55 and 45% ratio there. That one is the Pineapple Decay, which if you love blues and greens, that one is just amazing. Would make a stunning summer dress. So I love Miss Moresby's range. Her latest one has sold really, really well. We are all out of the Saturdays and the Sandy Sea, and I missed out. I had some put aside for myself, but I didn't take it off the inventory, and it got snapped up. So that's what happens when you run a fabric store and you don't get too savvy and put things away. But you know what? I hope the person that's buying it loves it and makes something beautiful in it, because it is gorgeous fabric. This is that really lovely patchwork design that she has as well. Love this patchwork one. There's not a lot left of that either, but it's been really, really popular. And her greens and blues, I just think, must be one of her favourite colour ranges. That one is Parasols, and just such a beautiful design with lots of different lines. So the Miss Maudsley range is one of our most popular, and you can get it for 20% off this week. Atelier Jupe. We love Atelier Jupe. The ladies from Belgium, Eva and Petra, sisters, do such an incredible job with their range. They also have matching patterns, which I know a lot of you collect. They've been very popular. The new Pippa 2.0 dress has sold out, and we're going to be trying to get more of those soon. I think after we saw Hayley make hers for Frock Toes in Adelaide, I think a lot of people have gone over to purchase that because it just looked incredible on her. So all of their viscoses from the last range have done really, really well. Some beautiful designs there. And the last range of cottons, organic cottons and plain organic cottons are just gorgeous. But I'm going to choose one that I'm eyeing off here. You can see I've got a real fixation lately on blue. I love blue this year, and I never really wear a lot of it. And so far I've picked up a few different blues with this one and the other My Dress Made fabric. But I really love the look of this leopard print. And I think it looks amazing in the Jamie dress that they've got pictured on their website as well. So gorgeous quality fabric and all on sale at the moment. I have to say I have a real soft spot for Fabric Godmother fabrics. They are just divine. They're really whimsical. The prints are so special and novelty, and we have quite a big range of Fabric Godmother. And you'll see here the latest range, the Bowie I think it is, has been selling really, really well, and the Catalina, which is the very cute nautical linen print. That is all we have left. If you love that seaside kind of vibe, you'll love that linen viscose blend with the little cherries and strawberries. So beautiful. What I think is amazing is this glamorous metallic viscose, and it's got the cherries on it. I'm going to put this up on the screen so you can see. It has this really lovely reflect, and when you see it rolled up, you don't see the gold reflect as much as when you hold it up and see that movement in the light. I think that would make an incredible blouse maybe for Christmas Day, or maybe a dress, maybe something like the Wilder dress from Friday Pattern Company. You could shorten the sleeve and put a slip dress underneath, would be amazing as well. I love their really sweet range here with all the bows and the cherries. They've had a really, really popular range the last couple of months, and then they've got the sweet little cakes here, which would make a beautiful pair of summer pajamas, maybe even with a little cami and shorts. This one I just think is really pretty. These are all viscose as well. It's got all the little dainty cakes, again cherries, and that again would make some beautiful pajamas for something a bit more special, wouldn't it? And the Lolita has been such a popular fabric. I think this is a gorgeous one for making for Christmas if you want something special. The Lolita has all the little images there, the sun and moon, the cherries, and the little fans. It has such a whimsical little design to it. Also, we've got the amazing nautical range, the Atlantis. We've also got this really stunning silky creamy one. I just love that, and Phoebe and I are both talking about maybe making a robe for that for the summertime. Moving on down here, we have Lindsay Ray's Summer Abroad range. That has been such a standout popular collection, and of course we had that in last year. We were lucky enough to swoop on in and get the last that they had of that, so that's all we'll be able to get. If you love that range, I wouldn't wait around too long because that is all that we can get hold of. The Lilac Salzburg has just caught my eye. It has a really stunning sort of a lolly pink colour with the bright orange flowers, so that's a really great price, and you'll also get 20% off that this week. If you're into bag making, of course, we've got their drill. Drill people have used for making jackets and pants as well, which is a really amazing checkerboard style print. We've got some jersey, a little bit of the jersey park henge there left, as well as some other cotton linens, but they are going really, really fast. Now, let me talk about My Dress Made. It's been so popular, which is exactly what I'm wearing today. The My Dress Made Eden, I think, has really caught my eye lately. I think it's to do with the purple. It has this incredible, vibrant purple and magenta floral print. I've also tried to list the patterns. A lot of the patterns that My Dress Made uses are French patterns. I think Clematis patterns, which are PDF only. So a lot of people ask about their patterns, and usually that's what they'll use. But that one is just so stunning in that big sort of kimono sleeve dress that Anne is wearing. The other ones we have, you see we've sold out of all their ranges, but we have got more coming for pre-order that aren't available throughout the sale. And the lovely Anne has let us have some swatch samples. Now, if you've pre-ordered this fabric, you're going to love it. Now, it's not available throughout the sale, but it will be back in next week. So a lot of people have pre-ordered this new range. And this is the black embroidered cotton Luna. Really pretty, and you all love the Alba so much. That's been so popular as well, and the white. The other one I love is the Kayla, I think it's called, which is a gorgeous viscose print, which has this really ornate floral detail. So I can't wait to see those in person. They look so beautiful. So they'll be back on for pre-orders next week after the sale. But you are lucky enough to be able to purchase the other fabrics in the collection, the Leo, which is the slubbed denim. I have some of this, and no one's getting hold of that. I'm going to be sewing up something this weekend. So I've actually taken some off the inventory, and I'm going to be sewing up the Pattern Emporium About Town top and possibly a cord skirt with that one. But this one is one that's been made especially to look like denim, but it's actually a viscose slub. So really, really pretty. Love the fact that she's embracing all the leopard prints as well. So a little bit of the Elise left. I think there's under 3 meters of that left. So yeah, if anyone wants the rest of that, I think you're going to love anything you make out of that fabric. It's just such a beautiful cotton fabric, lovely to wear. And this is another one of theirs called Calyx, which is a very vibrant royal purple, sort of in between a blue and a purple with that black background. Really gorgeous viscose there. And yeah, Anne's fabrics are so unique and beautiful, and we'll be getting hold of more of those in the new year because we just love what she does with her fabric collections. Lady McElroy is looking a bit sparse because we actually keep selling out of it faster than we can restock it. So there is more of a Lady McElroy coming on pre-order, but at the moment that's all we have left. We've got this really lovely blue and cream, like a snake skin print, which I love. I'm just so drawn to the blues at the moment, but I think that's a really lovely and sort of more understated viscose Shelley lawn. Really lovely drape. Now, the other one I love is a linen viscose in a really bright, vibrant poppy print that we had. Not a lot left there either, but really lovely to see those use of those two colours together. And Lise Tailor, we specialise in Lise Tailor patterns. We have some of their merino wools and their beautiful fabrics as well. So you'll see here their latest range, which is No Rain, No Flowers, has really taken off. But we do have a little bit left of that range. We also have a viscose jersey in there, which is really special because they've never done that before. I think it's incredibly beautiful. This one is Flower Drips, and it is sensational up close. Have a look at the colour in that. Really, really pretty. The other one I was in love with is a Celestial, which is like a cloud, poppy and cloud print. And it's got rain, no rain, no flowers in the writing. I'm going to show you up close in the clouds. It's got writing there, no rain, no flowers, which is really, really pretty. I absolutely love this. And I had a lovely customer email me with a pic that she'd made a blouse that I'll be able to show you in the Makers Gallery next week. That looks so gorgeous on her. So that one's beautiful. The Rose Garden with that incredibly beautiful red and green print there. There's a gorgeous, as I said before, viscose jersey. That is really stunning. They've made it in the bodysuit. Lovely drape and stretch there. I love how the whole range sort of intertwines with each other. And then you've got the beautiful little love heart print one. This one is really special as well. Make it an incredible Christmas Day dress, in my opinion. And we have their previous ranges as well. There's a few leftover bits and pieces there in a lot of their viscose. That little dove one there is really special. And yeah, some really gorgeous prints from their previous collections as well. Up the top there, we've got a little bit of bag making canvas. And we have a little bit left over of the Art Gallery flannels poking up there in the corner. And we usually tend to get more of those in for autumn, winter. Welcome to my knit section. This, you can see, We are actually expecting a bit more to come through. We're getting stuff in the next few weeks. It's been held up, and of course when those shipping containers come in, it really is dependent on how fast they get them moving. So we're just patiently waiting for those to come in very shortly, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks. But in the meantime, we've got some beautiful ponties, which I'm sure you remember from previous vlogs. We've got the Lakeside Collection ponty. We've also got the Spellbound in the purple and the blue and the green, and we've got Eglantine and Zoe, really lovely cotton jerseys which have been so popular. A little bit of glitz and glam here with some Lady McElroy sequins. If you love a bit of cocktail sewing, you're going to love this. Now this is actually on a knit base, and it's not that hard to sew. Sequins can be a lot easier than you think because they're not those stiff big sequins, they're quite small. Now it has a little bit of stretch that way and a little bit vertically as well, but it will make an incredible dress. I think it's one of those ones you could use for a woven or a knit pattern. I can really see them, one of those Mistral dresses that I made for frock tails in this fabric. I think it would look incredible. I think it would also look beautiful in a duster style, like a kimono throw over jacket for over a black cami, something special for Christmas. I have a little bit of Dashwood Studios viscose, not too much left there. We also have our Italia dupe, beautiful Italian wool prints, which I'm sure you remember from the last few vlogs. We've got the orange, the fuchsia and black, and not too much of the brown colour with the blue. Now that one's been the most popular. I think you guys love that cobalt blue, but I love that they've made it in a little vest as well. And of course we got it out of season. At the moment you could definitely wear it because we're having a really freezing cold week. You know, it's hard to get it over the 20 degrees. So still wanting to wear a cardigan and sort of cuddle up a little bit, but they are just beautiful fabrics. We've got all of our sweater fabrics here, Eglantine and Zoe. We've got some cuddle knits up the top. We've got some basket weave cotton knits and our sweatshirting. There's little bits and pieces left over from winter. We also have our tencel denims. If you love a nice weight denim, more of a mid to lightweight denim. The lyocell denim, not tencel, lyocell denim gives it really nice sheen and nice handle, nice drape, but really lovely in the Noah dress. A lot of you got the Noah kits. So that's the white. I have the indigo, and these lyocell denims are from Devonstone fabric, so that would make a beautiful denim skirt for this time of year, or maybe even something like a pillar jacket from Mason Fauve. Or again, a Noah dress from Tilling the Buttons is also be incredible in that. Not going to be lifting up our ponties because those bolts are really heavy, but we've got camel, we've got burgundy, we've got olive green, we've got navy, black, poppy red, and a little bit of this amazing colour, green, rainforest green ponty, which I just think is stunning. And I know a lot of you guys like the dress that I had on, the serrata dress from Itch to Stitch Patterns, and I think that green would also make an incredible serrata dress. But yeah, really pretty coloured green. I'm going to poke my head around the corner here because I have to show you these beautiful embroidered linens. This is the Mademoiselle range. We've sold out of the amber colour. I really debated whether that was going to work, that colour, because I loved it and got it in. Of course, it was the most popular colour. Sometimes with oranges and rust, you never quite know how they're going to take off, but I think it was quite a unique colour that you all tended to love. But the beautiful colours we have here, the pink, a lovely sea glass green turquoise colour, the lilac colour, and the emeraldy green. But the 100% linen embroidered is just so beautiful, and you'll see up close. It's not quite a broderie because you haven't got those big visible holes there, but really lovely ornate embroidered detail, which would make just a beautiful dress. I think would look gorgeous. So these are beautiful linen and viscose eyelet fabrics that I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago now. Really lovely weight. Of course, you're going to need to either wear something underneath or line that because you've got the cutout detail there. But you know what? If you have a skin colour bra, sometimes you can get away with that, but the colours in those are really pretty. We've got the denim, we've got the turquoise or sea glass colour, the pink, and the cornflower, which is really beautiful. Now, I couldn't resist getting these in embroidered cotton. Was just stunning. This one is called Damsel. It is really pretty. Look at the detail in that, and that would make such a beautiful dress. Even like a shift dress would be incredible for showcasing that print if you didn't want to sort of stitch it or cut it up. You want to show the whole detail. Beautiful. And of course a chambray embroidered polka dot called Audrey, just stunning. Up close, you can see the detail of the embroidered dots there. But imagine that in a shirt dress like what I'm wearing here. I think it'd be beautiful. Or even a puff sleeve top would showcase that really nicely, and we'll get a lot of volume in the sleeve with that chambray as well. We also have a fabulous range of Sarah Hart's labels. These are so popular. They come from the US, and the lovely Sarah does such an amazing job with her knickknacks. She's also bringing buttons in very shortly, which is exciting. These are all her labels, and yeah, really thoughtfully done. Beautiful labels. Let me spin this around and show you. That one's made in the country, made near the ocean, made under moonlight. Yeah, really, really gorgeous. That one's made by Grandma. Who doesn't love that? Just so happy. I love the tomato pink cushion one. Yeah, so their labels are just stunning. We have a fabulous range of Little Rosy Cheeks labels, which are also incredibly popular in the store. Yes, I think you might have seen these ones just in our last box, the little velvet handmade ones, which are gorgeous for Christmas time. These little present ones are cute. Sewing is for everybody, which it certainly is. We also have a range here of Metla thread, so if you're needing some thread match, we can do that for you as well. Also have a beautiful range of magazines. So we've got Taco magazine, we've got Fibre Mood magazine, and we've also got some knitting books left over there. Some Little Rosy Cheeks label storage things, which are great. These are not for biscuits. These are the Somo kits, which are great. Also, Maxi Locks swirls. We've got some bag making goodies here. Somo, we stock a lot of their range of all their scissors and bits and pieces. We've got some Sarah Hart's clips, which I love mine. I wear it all the time. And then we've also got a huge range here of Pigeon Wishes buttons, which are the most popular buttons ever. How beautiful are they? So they're all lined up here. We also have matchy buttons, and we also have a huge range in here of like a Glanted Zoe buttons, Lise Tailor buttons, which all match beautifully with their fabric. So if you need any help with button matching, we can do that for you. So sew line, we've got the air erasers, the glue sticks, Somo scissors there. We've also got a great range of cottage garden threads. If you love your embroidery, you're going to love these. And of course, everything here is at 20% off for this week. If you love a fancy ribbon, we've also got the Renaissance ribbons, which are designer ribbons. You'll see some Tula Pink inspired, or Tula Pink's designed that range herself. So these are all beautiful packs. We've also got the Renaissance labels and some SA labels and Sarah Hart's goodies there as well. No, the patterns very rarely go on sale, but for this week, for Black Friday, they are all 20% off. When I spoke before about having the biggest range of physical paper patterns in Australia and New Zealand, I wasn't lying, because have a look. We've got a huge range here, and I know a lot of you do love your physical paper patterns. So Liberated, we've got Sew House 7, which are very popular as well. The So Different patterns, we love those because they're very unique and such a huge range, and they're beautiful for things like batik and block print. Then we've got Seasons of East patterns. We've also got Paper Cut, and Paper Cut aren't printing anymore, so that's the last of those we'll be getting. So to Grow patterns, we've got Sophie Hines, which is all like lingerie. Tilling the Buttons, got to be one of our most popular pattern brands with good reason. They're such fabulous patterns. The latest one, which is the Noah in the kit form, we have a handful left. Yes, you can still get 20% off that with the Black Friday sale. I think there may be only like 5 of those kits left. So some of them are in the denim, some of them are in the print drill. So depending on what you want. We've got True Bias patterns, which are always lovely. The Wardrobe by Me, I think, are the most restocked patterns at the moment. We just can't keep on top of them. A lot of you are loving these patterns. Yeah, Duca blouse, which has been one of their latest ones, been incredibly popular. And I think Deb from DB Designs may have made one recently herself. I can't wait to see that. We've got Jessica Long embroidery kits. Moving over this way, we have Coralie Bigesson, which another wonderful French pattern designer. Closet Core patterns. Now, I really like the sepia pants. I think I might have talked about that in a previous vlog. I think they are amazing, these pants, and they are on sale 20% off too. Chalk and notch patterns. We've got the Charcu. Now Charcu just got restocked this week, so all of her new patterns we've got, and a lot of them are in English and a lot are in French only. So in the description, I've made sure to list whether they're French or English instructions. But never fear, if you have a smartphone, you can Google Translate quite easily and have everything done for you. So no need to be Googling instructions when you can just simply convert it, which is fabulous. Now we've got cashmere patterns here, Italia Jupe. Everyone loves the new Italia Jupe pippa pattern. We've unfortunately sold out of it, but we've got the new Jamie in stock, all their beautiful dresses. Italia brunette patterns is a new one for us as well. Now, I spoke about before how Cousette were a very popular fabric brand. Well, their patterns are also beautifully done as well. Emporia Patterns have also let us know that they are no longer printing physical paper patterns. So if you love the Emporia Patterns and you want a physical one, that's all we've got left, and that's all we'll be getting. So I know that the Zoe dress of theirs was one of their most popular patterns. Such a wonderful shirt dress pattern. But yeah, that's all we'll be getting in. And the, where is it? And also the Frida has been incredibly popular, that pattern. So yeah, they won't be printing anymore in paper, so that is all we're going to get. So don't miss out on those. We've also got a huge range of Mason fauve patterns. Now their new pattern, the Scala shirt, is coming and it'll be here in another week away. So really popular shirt pattern. They actually featured in Marie Claire over in the UK, and yeah, they've done it in print now, so we're waiting on those. But their patterns are just exquisite and beautifully packaged. I mean, look, they're so collectible. And yeah, really nicely done. We've also got Friday Pattern Company patterns here. Great range of those. Lise Tailor, again to match the Lise Tailor fabric. Love the way they match their pattern envelopes to their fabrics. It all ties in so beautifully, the collection. We've also got Lise & Co, which again, very popular brand of paper patterns. They are always walking out the door. Love Notions patterns. Of course, you guys all know Love Notions patterns have been popular for a long time on PDF, but they've just recently brought out their range of paper patterns, which we have a very small collection here that we'll be getting more in the future. Named patterns, again, beautiful patterns. You might remember that one I made last year was the Asteri button-down dress. That's a really fabulous pattern, but their patterns are beautiful. One of my favourites is the Rita shirt dress. I've made 3 of those over the past a few years and loved it. Really nice dress in either a linen or a cotton or even a viscose. So beautiful shirt dress with the tie drawstring waist. Merchant and Mills, I just spoke about how we're getting their range of fabrics in, but we've got a big range of their patterns. Megan Nelson. And we also have Stylark. We've got a new range of assembly line patterns, which I spoke about last week on the vlog, and Pattern Fantastic as well, which we have a great range of their patterns. You can get 20% off all of our patterns and magazines this week for the Black Friday sale. So I hope you've liked a little look around the Dahlia Society store here. You can see we have plenty of good things and also 20% off. We've got wool as well that I'm sure you all know that we do stock a little bit of wool and bag making equipment as well from Voodoo Rabbit. You can go and check all that out online. And don't forget, this sale ends on Sunday night and it's AEDT time 11:59. So yeah, great time to go and snap up some bargains. So I'm going to leave you with it there, and I'm going to put some pics into my new dress, my Parma dress from Stylark Patterns. Have a wonderful week, go shopping, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.